Right, so we're going to gloss over the fact that I've been absent for 18 months, but here I am, down in Rsport Performance. I had my car running on the Dyno corner. The only reason I came down here was to pick up some wheels off him and to test them over my brakes. So normally with the Team Dynamics I was running a 25mm spacer, but with these we can get out to 50. We could actually go 12, but then I need to run longer studs and all of that, so I'm going to take them off him and then we can look at it. But I know I can at least run a 15 bolt on, and it's a lot better than the offset I was running with a massive 25mm spacer to get them over them. So what are you up to then, Con?
Getting the car on the there. So it's got a shitload of camber. So it makes my life a little bit more difficult, but all good, we're getting there.
Does that like adjust?
Yeah, so it's got suspension on the back, which will allow for camber, but obviously
mine's quite a lot.
3.5 degrees is a fair amount on a front wheel drive car, so
you can make it work though, right?
We can make it work.
Good. What's it go like?
Hello YouTube!
Right, this is a workshop. Jordan's busy on this car. RD Motorworks over there, Marcus. I'm not sure what he's doing. Let's have a look. Right, Jordan.
Hello, sir.
What are we doing then?
Camber. But unfortunately, as with everything on Ollie's car, what can go wrong goes wrong. So the pulley was seized on so much.
Oh.
You see it's pulled the rubber bushing away from it.
Oh yeah.
So we're just fitting.
So you've got to buy a new pulley now, have you?
Yeah, got a brand new one down there.
So the world famous Rsport cam belt's being done.
Something like that.
Have we got any deals on at the moment?
Yeah, we're on promotion.
What's your promotion?
For the last 2-3 years, £400 plus the VAT. It's all new Ford parts, cooler, 3-engine health set. Yeah, get it done once and right.
Exactly. It'd be a lot easier to film if Connor would shut up with that ratchet gun, wouldn't it? Alright, so the plan is, as I said, I come down here for wheels. I've ended up on the Dyno. Thank you very much to the boys here for giving me the time to come on. It's never been run on the Dyno since I've done it myself. I'm now on low boost, so it's under 1.5 bar top end, which is a lot safer for track. But what we're going to do is run the map that I've done on it, and then run my old 1.8 bar map and see what the power difference is. Even though I don't want to go back to 1.8, we'll just do it for a bit of science, so we'll see what it comes out at. Connor's just getting the laptop ready. He's going to data log for me, and I've already told him to be gentle because this is my map. I'm not a professional mapper, but it hasn't blown up in 2 years. It hasn't been driven for 18 months in 2 years. No, actually it did spar done, and I think it done a couple of track days before that. So this is 1.5 bar peak, and it tails off to about 1.4 as I said at the end. I kind of didn't want to go over 1.5. Alright, doors going down, we're locking ourselves in. Obviously I keep my car very clean, as you can see.
He's gone to Greg's.
I had a Greg's breakfast on the way here this morning. I had to get up really early tonight.
It's because the hub's essentially like that.
Yeah.
Because of the extra camber, it puts more vibration into everything.
Right. On another note, what do you think of my padded baby seat?
Well, I feel like you've copied this from Ravi, haven't you not?
No, I copied that for myself. I wonder if Ravi copied.
Ravi's
Rav, do copy off me. I haven't seen Ravi do it. I did it when I went to Spa.
Ravi's one is, he's got some medical grade memory foam on it. It's pretty impressive.
I'm gonna have to get some of that then. Ravi, I need some memory grade thingy.
Right, let's give her a go then.
Come on then. What's your warranty if you blow my engine?
With your tuning, Steve.
Yeah. I take full responsibility.
Right, ready?
Let's go. 1.5. Well, I'm happy with that because
That's pretty good.
300 is where I was thinking. To be honest, I thought I'd come with about 290. Mind you, it looks a bit scruffy at the top end, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just how have you set the red line? Like, got any sort of limiter on it?
It's soft cuts at about 7.3 and hard cut 7.4. Well, full cut like so.
Log looks pretty good. 18 degrees peak. Tails off to just under 1.5 bar. 1.5 bar mid range. It's pretty good. Steve, you've done a good job.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, like you said, kind of right at the top end, it climbs on ignition.
Yeah.
About a degree.
What RPM is that?
That is 7.2, 7.3. Yeah, 7.3. Yeah,
Right on.
looks good. Fuel pressure's okay. We've got injectors, haven't we?
Yeah, bigger injectors. I don't need them for this boost level,
No.
but.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, hang on a minute. That was. We got to do a meth. So that was meth on.
Yeah.
So we'll do one later with it off.
Yeah. You might find that was what that little dip was at the top. Because it kind of flatlines the ignition.
Yeah.
And then.
So I've got the ignition set where the meth is on or off. It cannot add any more time, and I put the meth on for safety, so it is completely capped. So what should we do? One more. Leave the meth on.
Yeah,
see
we'll
if
do
it's a
another
bit.
run just see if that top end is any different.
Yeah. Because potentially the water injection on can actually lose your power if you've done advanced ignition timing.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
There you go, so that time I actually hit limiter properly.
Yeah.
So there's no weird like climb on the ignition. It's a bit smoother.
Do you know what's interesting as well? When you actually, like, I've done the map myself, you can be as critical as you like and it doesn't really matter because...
So that run was more as well. 311.5.
311?
Torque was a little bit less. So
Is that just because it's warming up? Then usually the first run is a bit lower than...
yeah, usually it depends what your intake temps and stuff like that are. It depends on weather. We've got a lot of variance.
Well, I'm even more happy with 311.
Yeah, it's good.
Shall I switch meth off?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
So I've got a switch down here for my meth, and then I've got the little green light on there. So ignition timing wise, it should make exactly the same. There shouldn't really be any difference at all.
We're hitting the same peak then, 18 degrees.
Yeah.
It just made it smoother, which meant the top end was smoother as well. It does climb a little bit, but it's very marginal. Very marginal.
Theoretically, well, not theoretically, ignition timing should not climb any more than 8. It may make a couple more. Well, it doesn't make no difference either way.
It will just make it more consistent.
Yeah.
You know, everything's going to be just better.
Yeah.
Temps are lower. I mean, even after that run, the intake temp is still 10 degrees.
10 degrees?
10 degrees, climbed to 18, so...
That's not bad in a dyno room, is that?
Really good. Right, so this is water meth off, yeah?
Yeah, water meth off.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I'd say the ignition's not quite as nice.
A bit scruffier,
A little bit scruffier. Not scruffy, but like it's just
not as smooth.
Basically, I would say about just before 6k, before it flatlined at sort of 17, 18 degrees. Whereas now it's still climbing.
Yeah.
But yes, it's certainly not bad. But somehow it made more power. So you're absolutely right.
So what we got?
321.5.
321.
Which is really efficient at sort of 1.4, 1.5 bar.
Yeah. So with water, I knew that running the water would lose me About 10 horsepower is what I thought. Well, it's good to have that test. Now we could mess around and I could up the ignition and make a lot of power on meth, but there's no point. I just want a reliable track car.
That's really good. So 321.5 brake and 394 newton meters of torque. So that's really good.
Yeah. So torque wise now, I feel like the way I've done the map and the way the car feels, it feels like it's not very strong on torque, but that's kind of how I wanted it. Now, what is 394? What is that in foot-pounds? I'm not sure. Somebody work it out for us.
Don't do anything in foot-pounds. It's about 300 foot-pounds.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. I'm happy with that. Right, so that's good enough then for my map. So what was it? 321.
321.5 and 394 newton meters of torque. We're going to do one more run just before we close the video, just to check for sort of averages.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
and
really,
also,
really positive.
should we run my old 1.8 bar map just for
give it a go.
science sake? See what that one makes, how it compares. Thing is as well, when you're trying to do the map yourself and you've got to try and do it on the road, it's a little bit tricky. You would run after run and probably needs a little bit more time to actually smooth it and make it perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell customers exactly the same. Tuning a car on the road is better. We like to finish off on the dyno more than anything. You know, getting everything 320.1. So
320.1.
Really,
that's good.
Really consistent. Means even without the meth, that the car, you know, all of the modifications you've got on the car doing their job. You know, intake temps are still. I mean, it's exactly the same as the first run.
Yeah.
Starting at 11 degrees and finishing the run at 18 degrees. So
18 degrees. And that's the other thing as well, we can't see any changes in intake temps based on meth on and off because it's after the sensor, which is another problem I may have talked about before, but it's definitely running cooler in the engine, but I can't monitor it. Right, that's it. I've just put the 1.8 bar map on. I use HP tuners, as you probably remember from before. And chuck that in there with the rest of my mess.
well,
Are we meth? So we are meth off.
meth off.
Go meth off first as in and...
Ready?
I'm ready, boy. The RPMs are lower on this one. Do you know what? If it does make more power...
She's made a big fuel pressure dip in mid-range.
Is it? Wow. That was huge.
So it made more power. It did make more power.
What did it make?
339.
339.
That's actually a bit more torque as well, just over 400 newton meters.
Yeah. But you know what though? I'm happy to trade off that power. But that fuel pressure dip. Just point it out, Con. Put your finger there. Oh, you've got the cursor on it. Yeah.
That's big.
It never did that on a log before.
I mean,
I wonder if it's just...
you could have a weak low pressure fuel pump, high pressure fuel pump, or it could just be adaptions because we have literally just loaded the map on.
Yeah.
So
Do another couple of runs.
I would like to do one more run, and we'll be very cautious about the mid range.
Yeah.
But yeah, not ideal. Ready?
Yes, go. 1.8 bar, meth off.
Fuel pressure.
Dipped again, did it? So we are having fuel pressure issues.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing it at 1.7 bar, so...
It never used to do that, so obviously I may have developed a little bit of a fuel pump issue.
I mean, it's done. Have you ever replaced high pressure?
It's not on the original one, but I don't think I am for a brand new one. Do you reckon it could be as well losing fuel pressure because of bigger injectors?
Yeah, but usually the larger injectors will usually, what's the word? It'll usually drop low RPM opposed to sort of mid-range. Whereas yours isn't doing that, it's doing it mid-range.
Right.
So your fuel pressure for the most part is fine coming on to boost, it's just dropping randomly. On the previous log that we did, it did recover, but it's just not ideal.
Yeah. So should we call it on not running 1.8 bar anymore?
I'd call that, but what I would say is the 1.5 bar with the little bit more ignition is really efficient. You know, I mean, for track,
it could run, I think, a little bit more. I don't think I'm at the absolute top, but I don't want to go anymore. It doesn't need to.
It definitely could. The thing is, what we say for people running their cars on track is the higher boost is never the way. You know, it's really risk versus reward. Yeah, okay, we've made a little bit more power, but straight away we've seen we've got a fuel pressure issue. So how long would that last?
Yeah.
You really don't know.
I've also noticed as well, my temperatures on track are better than my coolant temperature. I know I put a lot of effort in trying to get the coolant temps lower, but I definitely have seen an improvement because your turbo is creating a lot of heat, which backs into the coolant, so something else to think about. So what do we end up power-wise on 1.8 bar to?
Well, obviously that run was...
Oh, you aborted, didn't you? Yeah.
We aborted that.
So when we done the run earlier...
If it's anything to go by, you made 240 brake at 4.3k. But the previous run was...
We were 19 horsepower higher for 1.8 bar. To be honest, in my butt dyno, couldn't even tell that there was much of a difference in it. I can tell in the torque in the mid-range, but I'm not worried about that.
So, just get open.
The main thing to take away from it is I'm really chuffed with that 1.4, 1.5 bar map.
So 339 brake and 400 newton meters literally on the dot.
There you are, so everyone can see. Still though, I'll take the 320 1.5 bar.
So that one was 320 brake, 394, so that's 1.5 bar, no meth.
So meth off. But with, so for me realistically, what was it, 310, 311?
That's what we started with.
So that's what I'm running on track. So I'm happy with that.
That's consistent.
Yeah.
Because
I think
the
with
intake temps are really nice. It's not.
And I think with our method, I probably could make that lap after lap after lap.
That's what I mean.
I'm just never going to need so.
It'll be really, really consistent power.
Yeah.
And that's what you want for track.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good making the peak power and making good overall power, but if you can't make it consistently, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Very happy with that, I am. Alright, so that's it. That's my time done at Rsport. Pretty happy with the results. Got a bit more on a banger for. I thought it was coming down just for wheels, but we had a bit of science as well. So thank you very much, Connor.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Jordan, whatever you are. I'm not very good at this finger pointing. Where is he? He's there. Right, Rsport Performance, you've been amazing. Thank you very much. Oh, and Harrison.
Hello, you too.
Hello, you. Right. Ta-ra, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you in another 18 months.